言うことは一つだけ。絶対負けねえ!
How's it going, everyone? This is Nothing Excess. I'm here to talk about the brand new banner that was released, the new Dream Collection banner, which is going to be a little bit of a surprise to most people. It is a Dream Collection banner featuring Morisaki. So finally they released a new Dream Collection goalkeeper, and let me tell you, the Dream Collection goalkeeper that they decided to release is pretty incredible. Dream Collection Morisaki is wearing the Japan national team kit, and he is a Dream Collection exclusive. We don't know if this kit is going to stay around. They don't actually tell us whether the player is limited any or not. They just show it. Also, the banner also includes Alberto with shutout tackle, pretty good, and Owyron with sandstorm shot, which we did just see released not too long ago, so it's kind of surprising that Owyron is back so soon. Now, it does not say that this character is coming back yet. There you go. The new SSR Yuzo Morisaki appears with a special version illustration of him wearing the Japan National Team's kit in Fight Warriors and Blue Dream Collection, and a normal version illustration without that kit in the Dream Collection. So if you do get him later on, he'll have a normal uniform. But for now, you can get him with the very, very new fancy Japan's national kit if you are trying to look for him. So let's look at what makes the character good or not, and let's talk about him. There's a lot to say. Oh. Well, now you know my secrets. Anyways, so let's talk about him. Yuzo Morisaki, super gutsy goalkeeper. Now, let's be real. When I saw him, I didn't think I was going to say that he was top tier, but it turns out he's top tier. And when I say top tier, I mean like decidedly so. At 11,331 total catch, he's the 7th best goalkeeper in the game in terms of his best save stat. His is being catch. And he's barely better than 2017 Genzo. However, his passive full body stand is what makes Mueller insanely good. And frankly, with his 11,331 total catch, he's only 109 less catch than Mueller. And also more objectively, he's the 4th best character in the game. He's the 4th best catcher in the game. Also the 4th best puncher just on stats. Since he's the 4th best puncher, that actually makes him better than Mueller at punching. In a sense, he's a little better than Mueller at being a hybrid because he's a little bit better at punch, even if he's slightly tiny worse in catch. The only problem is that his skill selection is not exactly as powerful as Mueller because Mueller obviously has a double hammer, which is very inexpensive at 180. And Morisaki's hit me anywhere is a 210 skill, which is 30 more stamina, a little bit more expensive, and Morisaki suffers from having 997 stamina as opposed to Mueller, who has over 1,000. Now, because of his skills and his stats, he's a perfect hybrid build goalkeeper. He's really just comparable to Mueller, honestly. There's actually situations where you'll probably value having this Morisaki rather than having Genzo. And that just feels wrong to say, right? But we gotta acknowledge it. The fact that he has full body stand just makes him so powerful, and it's a good thing to have, right? It's good to have a goalkeeper that's readily available in the pool that's this strong. And in fact, I think that this is how they should have released Genzo and Mueller in the first place, and Wakashimazu. They should have left these really powerful goalkeepers readily available throughout the year through the regular gacha pool system, but they did not. For example, like if they told me right now that they were gonna release old Wakashimazu blue and old Genzo green as Dream Collection goalkeepers and put them in the Dream Collection, I would be okay with that, even if they're not quite to the level of the new goalkeepers. It would actually be kind of like a huge buff for players who can't seem to get a good green goalkeeper or a good blue goalkeeper, because they're a step above the Dream Collection goalkeepers in general, and that would make them more useful for regular players. Anyways, the way that this goalkeeper works, he's much better at dealing with stuff like Point Blank Hino S99 or Point Blank Santana S99, because he full body stand is just so incredible. Blue Mueller was already stopping my S99 45% buff Hino at point blank. And so I think that this goalkeeper is going to be able to do that in red. And red, Godzo was getting killed by my S80 Hino point blank, for example. So this is probably the answer for those red teams that were losing to green teams for some reason. And so now green can never win. Congratulations. Anyways, full body stand. Let's talk about his pros. Full body stand, it makes him insanely tough to beat early in the game. He is still an amazing goalkeeper late because he has a great catch skill. He's a very strong hybrid build goalkeeper. Now the cons are that his A punch is very expensive, A GGK catch can't be obtained anymore, and super punch and super catch kind of sucks. A GGK catch is really just a different one-handed catch in terms of strength anyway. And I mean, he would love to have a B60 punch since the C40 doesn't exist anymore. You can't get any more. But even then, he's not very flexible on goalkeeper skills. Now, my limit break for him would be a hybrid build, 25-25 punch and catch, and then speed and technique 3, power 19. And the reason for that is because if you build him this way, you take something like 1260 to, you get 1260 to total catch and 1260 to total punch. While if you only focus him on catch, you only get 1500 punch. So you're leaving a little bit of catch on the table. You're leaving about 240, 230 catch on the table, but that still makes you incredibly strong. There's no reason to not do it that way. Especially because you're going to need to save stamina. This guy really does need to save the stamina because his main catch is a 390 stamina catch, and he needs to be able to hang on to that. Now let's look at his stats. His stats are 997 stamina, which is almost 1,000. It's not bad, honestly. 7.7k punch, 8.2k catch, and he has 4,700 speed, 5,400 technique, and 6,800 power. Now his speed and his technique are pretty low, and they just gave him a bunch of power, and that still makes him really strong in terms of stats. For those of you who believe that power helps against blowaways, you'll be really happy to see this because that means he'll get blown away less. I don't think it's true. I'm actually 100% positive it's not true, but there you have it. Now, his base stats are he has over 10k punch and over 11k catch. We've already covered that. However, if you use my suggested limit break, you'll get 12,588 catch while raising his punch to 11,940. While if you go with a full catch limit break, you will be going to 10,134 punch, which is almost 1,000 less punch you'll be leaving, while only getting the benefits of, like, you know, a little bit more catch. As you can see, it's basically about 500. So if you add 50, so it's about 250 more catch, right? So you're leaving a lot on the table if you don't limit break both things. You're losing about like 249 catch just because you wanted to go all in on catch, and I don't think that's reasonable considering that full body stand does most of the work for you. Now, what are his skill build? For a skill build, I would take S super gutsy goalkeeper catch. I would take A hit me somewhere please. These are two he comes with, and then I would pull from the free blue Morisaki if you have him A GGK catch. I would give him also A super catch if you do have it. It comes from a gacha version. You might as well. And then C all out save. But some people, if they have C super punch, I would give C super punch. I don't have it anymore, so for me, he will be getting C all out save. He is a 485 momentum, 390 stamina catcher. It feels a little oppressive to play Morisaki at first because you run out of gas in 2 catches. That's basically 400 twice. Don't ignore the fact that his A punch is much less expensive at 325 power. I forgot to put that it's a 210 stamina. Stamina check. And doing a hybrid build will make it usable and help him conserve his stamina. Save your momentum for his S catch for emergencies. If you see an S99 point blank, then yeah, you really do need to use your super gutsy goalkeeper catch. But for the most part, you can get away with a 210 punch. Now, GGK catch is significantly cheap, and so even though it does kind of conserve like a fourth of your stamina, it's still much better than half. And so sometimes GGK catch maxed out will help you if you do need to create a turnover and you want to go on the counter attack immediately. But the punch should be enough to simply create a situation where you get the ball back. However, the punch means that it's roughly a little bit more than a fifth of your stamina, so there's not a huge difference between using GGK catch and hit me somewhere please, except that people probably have an easier time having already maxed hit me somewhere please rather than GGK catch. Now, here's some quick calculations. Super gutsy goalkeeper catch 1631 max force. It's a 71,444 pre-limit break. Meanwhile, Mueller with S windmill gets 72.8 and S dual gets him 70.6. That means that stock Morisaki is better than Mueller in terms of total catching potential, but you can make Mueller better by giving him windmill, which is what I did. Now, hit me somewhere please is a little bit stronger in general because his punching is better, and so 45.1k versus 43.5k. Meanwhile, as GGK catch, as you can see, it's a 41.9k catch. Again, pretty decent. If you decide that you weren't going to limit break him on punch at all, you could try to go with just GGK catch. He's still very viable, especially considering that he'll get up to 371 max force. It does feel a little weaker, but as you can see, it's only about 4,000 total stats, a little weaker than his punch, and that only puts it 2,000 less than his double hammer. And so once you actually give him a good enough team skill, you'll be able to deal with a lot of throwaway shots by GGK catching it. But do remember that that is basically a fourth of your stamina. Super catch a little bit weaker. Probably no reason to use super catch unless the stamina consumption save is viable, but I put it there just in case. And all out save is a significant stamina save, and so if people do try to do stupid stuff from far away, and once you're buffed enough, if you do the calculation real quick and you notice that you can save it, go for it. Now there's just really nothing I can say about this Morisaki other than he's crazy good. And so because he's crazy good, I'm a little tempted to pull on him on the gacha. I frankly don't see reasons why to do it because I don't need a red goalkeeper. And so I normally would do a gacha here at the end, right? So we're gonna do it simply because I also need Alberto for my blue team. So I guess we'll do that. I guess we'll just kick here. I don't really have the need to, right? I have no need to, but I guess I'll do it. Because I think you people do really enjoy when I kick at the gacha, and although to be honest, I really man, whatever, I'll do it. It is the fun thing to do, so we're gonna go for it. Although the upcoming banner with the French players does look really interesting, especially because they actually look good, and so I really do want to pull on that. Oh boy, that's just gold, 2 fireworks, doesn't look great. Red text, I would have to get memories or something better. This is not gonna be anything, so we're gonna get a bunch of SRs. Oh, well, no, it's still not going to be anything good. So we're going to let it rock. We're going to let it pop. There's a double hammer, actually. It's funny because I don't need levels of double hammer anymore. And one more try, you know. I'll go for a regular step up. I'm not expecting anything, but we'll do it. I think it's fun to pull on the gacha. I think you people all enjoy it. So here we go. One more try. Oh, this one looks even worse. Nothing here. No fire. Okay, so it looks like it's not going to be much. So thank you guys for coming around. Oh, hold on. No, it's nothing. Okay, Roberto ruined it. Anyways, guys, thank you for coming out and watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a comment, click like, click subscribe. If you want to support the channel, there is a Streamlabs link where you can donate. Leave a tip. Any tips are appreciated, even if they're as low as $1. Every little bit helps. I am trying to see if I'll get something a little bit better than Sony Vegas, although frankly Vegas is pretty good. Doesn't really let me do a whole lot of editing yet, maybe because I just haven't learned. So I'm going to keep learning how to use Vegas in general. So thank you for coming out here. If you want to check out some other stuff I've done, though there should be 2 video links here now popping up. Go ahead and click on some of the previous videos, such as my analysis on the China banner and, you know, Land of the Hidden Dragon, or, you know, one of my previous live streams. So thanks for coming out, and I hope to see you soon.